Hello friends, welcome to my channel. So today we're going to do a mental health check-in again. So I'm just going to be prepping my nail tips, um, and I need to apply some cuticle oil to mine afterwards. So I have already started on some of them because I'm going to warn you. Um, I do tend to use my thumbnail. Um, because it works, it's easier and faster for me. I did try to use my tool here, and I don't know, it just doesn't work as well, and it takes longer. So I have kind of reverted to still using my thumb. Just warning you, I'm going to try not to, at least to where you can see it, but I promise you I'm really going to forget. So I do certainly apologize. So, how is everyone doing? How are you feeling physically and mentally? I know a lot of people's going through something of some sort. I realize that's part of life, but sometimes it feels like a lot more often than used to be. But that could just be me. Sorry. Okay, see, I'm gonna do it. I can't help it, y'all. I do apologize. Just please bear with me. I'm so sorry. Look away, friends. It doesn't hurt and it doesn't bother me or anything, so I don't know. I apologize. So I know sometimes our things we're dealing with, obviously affect our mental health, whether it's something you're going through financially or in a relationship or health-wise. But sometimes you don't have to have anything going on. Sometimes you just feel blah or down for no apparent reason, and that's why it's called mental health. And I think that mental health is as important as our physical health because it does affect the way you feel. So, are there things you do that, help you, make you feel better? I know a lot of people like to exercise. Well, some people it does really help. Some, like myself, if I'm real down, I'm like, I can't even, it's hard to just get up out of bed, right? Um, some people like to watch TV or YouTube. Now that would be my thing. I do like to watch videos. That's one thing that helps me. Some people like to listen to music, read, any kind of crafting, drawing, coloring, painting, um, any kind of, little thing that you do that is like kind of creative. Um, I know some people like to do work out in their yard or their garden, and these are just things that maybe could help somebody else. So if you have any ideas, please let us know below. Also, I like animals. Like they're a comfort to me. So sometimes I'll just like go and like pet my dogs. I like that. Sometimes for people it's a self-care day, whether you're doing something with your hair, your makeup, nails, facial stuff, anything like that. Mine obviously would be the nails. Also, if you're curious, like why on a nail channel am I even like talking outside of nails? That's because I think of you guys as friends and I do care about you and I do want you to be happy and doing well. And to me, part of having a close community is checking in, on each other and showing love and support. And I want to be more than just, nails. I want to be your friend. I want to be able to, to share my own uh, struggles and experiences to, maybe help someone else. I know some people don't even have somebody else to talk to, and maybe they just want somebody to listen to, or if you ever did want to talk, please don't hesitate. I mentioned in my other video to let me know. You can message me on any of my socials. I'm on Facebook and Instagram and here. And I also have my email listed in my description box or my profile area. So yeah, don't hesitate to reach out. Also, again, if you need prayers, please let me know. Would love to do that for you. I have a few in my prayers now. If you're not interested in prayers, but you just want to be thought about, let me know that too. I'm happy to do that as well. And I do think of you guys all the time anyway. Also, another thing, I know some people like to do like baking, cooking, that sort of thing. I know for me, like the weather definitely plays a role in my mental health and um a big one for me is like health stuff, whether it's someone around me or myself. And it just that for whatever reason, it's just been so constant, I feel like, in my life with everybody typically like kind of like around me and myself. And I have a couple family members, they're, going through something now. And I guess it's one thing if it's something tiny, but a lot of times it's more than that. So I do have a couple of things going on with that. And then I've been kind of having another situation with myself. I don't know what it is. Listen, y'all, if I went to the doctor every single time I had something, I might as well just live there. But I may end up needing to go because it's kind of persisting. But I don't know. Yeah, that's just, I don't want to go. I mean, I know they're good for us. That's why we have them. They're there for to help us. Listen, it's just a whole mental thing, right? And then I'm like, oh, well, I have this pain, so I guess this is it. That's my anxiety, though. But it's just always something. I know some people also like to, listen, I'm gonna jump. This is how my brain works, friends. So, I was gonna say, like, some people like to go fishing and stuff. My husband likes to fish. That's kind of his thing, his getaway. I used to like going on rides, and I guess I still do. I just don't as much as I used to. Um, I don't know. I have a major issue with leaving my house. Um, I don't know. I just don't like to go anywhere. Some people can't stay at home, like they have to constantly be going, and I'm just the opposite. I don't know. It is definitely mental for me. I know that, but I don't know. And I always feel like just tired. I've been tired my whole life. I told my doctor too. I'm like, look, I have been stressed and tired my entire life, but nothing ever really helps or changes. Now, when I was doing all my walking stuff, um, it helped my mental part, but I was still tired. I haven't found anything that helped with that, so I don't know. Um, I have some things that have just kind of been left unanswered for, so it just is what it is, I guess. But yeah, I was telling y'all yesterday how I used to go walking all the time, and then one thing after another kept happening, and I had to keep stopping, and then I just had to, take a break, and then it became a very long break. So I just need to get back into it. But anyway, after the video yesterday, after me mentioning that, I told myself, okay, look, you're not going to ever do it if you don't just start it. That's the mental thing of just, you got to just do it. You got to force yourself, for me anyway. And so I was like, okay. So I did end up pulling out some of just my little weights, my little handheld weights. I did some stuff with that. And then I have this like um, little pedal thing, it's like a bicycle pedal. Listen, it's, I know they've used it for like a physical therapy type thing. But I had it a long time ago because I was like, well, that'll give me something I can be doing to keep myself active at home whenever I'm not able to do my walking or whatever. And I hadn't used it for a long time. I said, "Well, that's what you're gonna do. It's not. It takes nothing just to pull it out and just use it because it's just like the floor standing one." I said, "30 minutes. That's what you're gonna do." And I did, friends. And you know what? I was at least proud of myself afterwards. So I'm gonna try to at least keep up with that because part of my thing too is the actual leaving to do something. I don't really like to be doing exercises at home because I'm gonna contradict myself. I prefer to go, like be outside to do light walking, just so, just fresh air and that sort of a thing. But it's something with the actual, like, I don't want people to look to see me or look at me. Listen, that's the whole anxiety thing. I get very anxious and have social anxiety. So if I am just walking down the road, I'm like, oh, well, then when cars go by, they're gonna be looking at me. I just don't want to be looked at. It's just a personal thing. I don't like that feeling because they'd be looking and you don't want to be judged. Um, Now I used to just go to the park, uh, but and I could do that. And of course, there's still people there too, but um, I'm like, well, I could save the gas and just walk here, but then it's just I'm in a whole circle thing. Um, I guess I'd prefer the park overall, but I'm still back to where I'm like, okay, well, talking myself out of actually going. But I know I need to, but I said, okay, well, oh, I know what I was trying to say. Yeah, so I'd prefer to go walking out, but versus say a treadmill or whatever. But something's better than nothing. And if I'm not gonna go, I said, okay, well then at least use your little pedal thing. It's something. So I did, and yeah, so I'm gonna try to just at least keep up with that um, for now until I can get myself to get up and get out of here. Um, I don't know. Yeah, I was talking about too, going for rides. So there's this little road. So a few years ago, I was real sick. Um, a lot of stomach issues. Um, had my gallbladder taken out, but I still had problems. I was still dealing with a lot of nausea, a lot of stomach pain, and therefore I struggled being able to basically eat normal like I should, and lost a lot of weight, and unhealthily because I wasn't able to eat the way I needed to because I felt too sick. I would feel worse after eating, even after the gallbladder was out. So it just got to a not good point. So anyway, we would just sometimes go for a ride, and yeah, I didn't think I was gonna make it, but we would go there, and it was kind of just a peaceful place because it was like a road that not didn't have much traffic. Yeah, that's kind of unheard of now, right? But it would have like just wildlife. Like there would just be many deer, like hogs, turkeys even. So you could just go out there and drive around and just see tons of wildlife. So anyway, we did do that recently just because it had been a while. And I was so sad because we didn't see one single animal. They've People, are driving out animals of their habitats, basically. Things are growing and all that sort of thing. And they had taken a lot of the area and had these things that looked like solar panels, basically. I don't know what they're doing out there. It's kind of like an area that it's not for like the public, but you can drive on the public road, but the area surrounding is like a type of business. I don't know, like there's like piles of dirt and stuff out there. I don't know what all they do, but there's been steadily more and more trees taken away. So then, yeah, the animals are just like not there like they were. and it made me so sad because it was just like the one place I don't know, I just felt like peace there. But yeah, so that is disappointing. But yeah, so going through all that was, gosh, y'all, I had a lot of things going on throughout more recent, well, really like after I had issues before my dad passed away, but after he passed away, everything just phew, it, there was a lot, and I had issues. Other family members had problems. Like my goodness, there's a whole bunch. If you're ever interested in stories, I don't mind sharing some of it. Um, but I did mention in one video of Get to Know Me, my second one about my husband's issues. But yeah. So and anyway, health stuff is it's difficult. It triggers my mental health a lot. But I really enjoyed doing this. This has been my thing. I found my thing finally at my age, which is gosh, I'm about to be 44. So finally found my thing and it's exciting and I look forward to it. However, I do still struggle. Just because you have a hobby doesn't mean you're not going to still have your struggles. Now they can help, but it still can be there. And as far as like walking, like I don't know. I just think it's good for your mental and physical health. But whenever, yeah, when I was sick, I still tried to keep with it best I could. Just again, that part for my mental health. I tell you, it's a lot better to lose weight in a healthy manner than because you're sick. That's just not fun. But as far as that part, yeah, I'm much better on that part. I still have some stomach stuff, but compared to what it was, yeah, and it took a long time to kind of come back from that. But yeah, my current situation, I don't know. I guess I'm gonna have, like I said, have to go back, and I don't wanna. But one thing I like to do is drink coffee. I don't know what it is. It's just it comforts me. Um, and I therefore collect coffee mugs. So I have like characters. And I need to show you guys that sometime. Let you see if you're interested. Let you see my mug collection. So yeah, I just wanted to check in with you, see how all of you are doing. I hope you share with me down below if you're comfortable, and if not, that's okay. But yeah, if you ever need to chat, please let me know. Just thinking of you guys. I appreciate you. Um, love you, friends. And until the next one, have a blessed day. Bye.